Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tripoli here, back on the Lord's Model video. And in today's video, guys, we have a solo montage. Yes, I'm bringing you a solo montage. I've been collecting some clips from soloing players here and there, everywhere. And I didn't want to film all in this video. I don't like making too long of videos, as I have noticed that people do not like them. They tend to like the the 10-15 minute long videos. So I like to spread them out, because when I first started YouTube, I made some 40 minute long videos, and they weren't the most enjoyed. I mean, yes, the content was good, but it definitely wasn't enjoyed by the community as well, because they were too long. So I'm gonna start making clips a little bit shorter and whatnot, and making more spread out. So here I come in for a solo on this Vietnamese guy here from VMN. I come in with, I believe, a full cavalry solo, and he is zeroed. I believe he controlled multiple of these accounts, because they all had troops out and they were all unshielded, and I had never seen these accounts unshielded before. So guys, I'm going to send my strongest here. I'm going to send range. I'm not even sure if I did a gear swap at this point. I don't really remember. But this guy had a bunch of cav and siege, so I was like, okay, let's go at him with some range, right? Easy wipe, just sent to the infirmaries. Wasn't too many troops. There wasn't even a leader or anything, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But guess what? Another castle, 187,000, a majority cav. The rest are in shelter, right? So what are we gonna do? We're gonna send what is it called, range at him, and we're gonna send in speed gear. Switch to our range gear. Bam! It's coming in. Now these aren't too impressive, and you're probably like, oh, Trip, why are you showing me this? You're just zeroing some really small babyish players. Well, this is just the beginning, guys. I do have much bigger solo targets coming in the next couple clips. You'll probably enjoy them. So we hit this guy, 187,000 troops, nothing too much. This guy had 11,000. I'm pretty sure I didn't even bother hitting him, just because he had 11,000 no leader. I'm like, whatever, right? So I think at this point I was just kind of looking around for the next target. I was like, okay, I could probably find another target. Well, guys, I ended up finding another target, and I found it pretty fast. We have this guy right here from ZRT, Mr. Vitus 19771, and he has 418,191 troops. I'm like, okay, well, that's definitely bigger than the last guy I just zeroed. So let's see what I can do against this guy. So of course, yeah, I'm gonna go full range, 150k T4, the rest T2. We're gonna come at him, and boom, burns. Okay, perfect. Didn't have too big of a might drop on my side. 98,714 survived. I hit harder than I expected to hit. So I saw what formation he was in, so I'm sending in like an infantry solo, and I want to put my speed gear on for the march back. We're just going to come in here, mop up the rest of the troops, and get the rest of the resources. I think he had about 50 million stone or so, so I just kind of farmed for his resources. Went around, looked for some more targets. Well, guys, we did find another target, and this one was even bigger than that one, guys. 1,090,965 troops in this base. I was like, holy fuck. Dude, I gotta solo this. I gotta hop on this. So I'm setting a 250k march, full range. So, we're just gonna come in with our strongest. And we come in, we burn him. First hit, burn. Let's take a look at what we did. 408,000 off the first hit, and yes, we took some damage, but we took no T4 res, just a bunch of T2. Nothing too big of a loss on our side. We kind of see what's left, and we judge that we have to go infantry in the next hit. But as you might have seen, I don't ever go infantry, at least not if it came down to getting rallied, I'd go, I can go infantry. But when it comes to attacking, I never go infantry, because my infantry stats are just lacking a crap ton when it comes to attacking with the gear, the jewels, and all that. For defending, I do have the necessary gear for the mixed gear for those inf stats, but it's not enough for actual attacking, if you will. It's probably only 370 to 400%. If I put some more jewels and I switch my jewels around, it'd probably be more like 450%, but I'm not doing that as I like my mixed gear the way it is. But guys, we are going to come in here with an infantry solo. I don't even have like an infantry battalion or anything, so I've got to I've never done this before. I don't really send infantry solos, never have come across a situation like this. Well guys, we are going to send 150k T4, some T2, and then we're going to get our infantry familiar out there. We only have one of those, so here it comes. We've got our infantry gear set. We're going to go look down at our stats, and it's only 300%. So it's like, oh, this is not going to go well. Well, we dropped 1 million. We look at the report, and he only went down 129,000. Well, guys, that's because we just hit a bunch of cav, which I hadn't paid any attention to. All I saw was the Royal Guard and Stealth Sniper. Yeah, probably should have took a closer look. He did have some cav left, but regardless, it was still a good hit. And it's time to now send, I believe, another infantry solo. So now we're just kind of looking around, trying to get our infantry solo set up. 100,000 T2 and then 150,000 T4. Get our buffers in there, and then I recall, right? I don't know exactly why I recalled there, but I'm sure it was for a good reason. I think maybe like I didn't have the right heroes or something. Maybe I did have the right heroes and I just kind of tweaked out and then recalled. But I come back in, do the same exact thing, and here we come with infantry solo. Got all my infantry gear on, and we're marching. Now this should hit a lot harder than last time, because last time we went into cav. This time we're just going into inf and range. So this should hit harder, and it does. 211,000, 225 reds for him. Only a small bit remaining on his side. So that's all we got to do again, is we got to go for another infantry solo, or yeah, as you'll see, I'll be going for an infantry solo once again. This was so odd to me because I literally had never gone infantry ever in a solo. But guys, this time we're gonna go 250k T4. Why is that? Because he doesn't have that many troops left. And if I send full T4, it'll be just an easy mop up. No more T2 has to die. Not much T4 is gonna die in this solo hit. So we hit him. Easy mop up, guys. All he has now is 96,772 troops left. Honestly, thinking back, probably should have sent a little bit of T2 instead of getting some like T4 reds. But maybe just like a little less T2 probably would have been the better decision there. But it is what it is. We learn from our mistakes. And guys, what am I going to do? I'm going to send another solo at him. As you can see, solo's coming in, doesn't have the infantry familiar, kind of forgot that. It's got like a ranged HP familiar. It's kind of like, just trying to go for it, trying to get that last of the troops. And we zero him, 1,090,000, like something rather troops, and he just got absolutely destroyed. Zeroed. Guess what, guys? We found another target with a similar amount of troops. This was a very good day for me. It was like back to back. I'm pretty sure the troops were these two targets were back to back. Like I'm talking like 5-10 minutes within each other. Very nice to find these. I was like, LOL, here comes another 1 million kills up at the top, because I had just gotten another 1 million. I had gotten 1 million from the other guy. So as you can see, I'm just waiting for my scout to return, and we're gonna port over here and see what this dude's all about. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna probably send a range solo or a cav solo. We'll see here in a second. So as you can see, I chose to go range, and now we just gotta switch to our range gear as the thing is marching. And as you can see, we are indeed range 10, and we smoke. Oof, we smoked, and it looks like my infirmaries were full, which was not good. I just took 25,000 Red Dead T4 because my infirmaries were full. How excellent is that, guys? It's one of the most wonderful feelings in the world. Are we stupid? Yes, we're stupid. Should have had those infirmaries cleared out from the last solo, but we didn't. So obviously all that's left to do is, to use some food, clear out some of these troops, and come in for another solo. We smoked, now we know that he's in, I believe, infantry phalanx. Now it's time to send some cavalry at him, right? So we're gonna send cavalry. We're going with our cavalry gear, cavalry stats. We do have all that on, and bam, we burn them. Not nearly as bad as last time, and we hit him for 186,000 red deads. And now all he has left is his entire infantry front line was wiped out, and now all he's got left is some cav and some range. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna send some range. We're gonna counter him, full counter, and our range is strong, so this is a perfect situation for us. Boom, we hit, and we don't drop like too much at all. And guess what? 392,000, 390 reds for him. What a hit, guys. I've never had a hit like that. It was pretty sexy to hit him full counter like that. And now we just got to come in again. Full range. We're going to come again. He's just sitting there, 69 million might, 282,000. And here comes the March is walking. Hits. Boom. Hits. And I believe he is now zeroed. 2 million might drop off that last solo. 1 million troops total. Very, 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 very nice. And well, guys, now let's get into these reports. All right. All right, guys. So the first report is me versus Mr. Vitus here, and it was my 250k range march versus his 418,000 troops, mostly tier 3. And I sent range, and guess what? He was in an MFAL, but I busted right to that infantry front line, straight back to the cav, and a little bit into the range itself. Got absolutely destroyed. Look at those heroes on the wall. Nothing too good. Like a familiar on the wall. Nothing that great. Next to it. Easy 200k leaderless solo. Didn't even bother sending a leader. Didn't feel like it. And he got absolutely walloped. Next guy we have is the guy with 1,090,965 troops. Nice and easy, not too easy, but so we first solo we came in with was 250k. I believe we went range. Yes, we did. We went range, and we hit his cavalry front line. I sent cav because he had all this T1 cav, and I thought, well, this guy looks like a cav player. I'm just going to send range. It is my strongest, so let's see what kind of damage we can do. That was my thought process behind it, and I ended up being right. Luckily, I ended up being right. Maybe I wouldn't walk back that I sent, like, say, cav or something of the sort. I don't really know, because I did send a lot of T2 with my leader. Well, guys, in this instance, we came at him. We filled up his infirms, 408,281, and gave him 5,840 red deads. Only 676,000. 844 are remaining. Let's check out the next one. So we hit him this time. I think we hit him. If I'm not mistaken, we did hit him. Okay, so this was the first infantry hit that we hit him with, and we hit that. We hit that full cav. Kind of got the cav out of the way, just that there would be a little bit of infantry and range left. Did hurt my T2s a little bit, but overall not too bad. And then there's like 547,496 troops left at this point, and we come in again. 250,000. This was another inf hit, and we bum him for 211,225 troops with 336,000 remaining, and then we go again, another infantry hit, guys. 239,539, another 30, that many troops dead, and then that's what he's got left, 96,732. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna send another hit. Now this was just another nice infantry leader set, full T4, I believe, and we absolutely douched on him and captured his leader. Let's go on to the next report. We have Mr. QK009 Scout Report. As you can see, the 1 million troops, a bunch of T3 and some T1, nothing too impressive. But here we have our first hit where infirms were not full, and it hurt me. 25k dead T2. T4. That was a real bummer to see. But we hit infantry front line, 107,489 wounded. Now there's only 894,084 remaining inside this guy's base. We hit him again, and it should have been a full cavalry hit. And as you can see, we broke through his infantry front line, and we got all the way back to his cav, halfway through his cav, and then stopped. So now all he's got left is some... I believe some range and cav. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna send full counter. We're gonna send our range into his cav, breaks through half of his cav, and then breaks through about over half of his range. Breaks through all of his cav, about half through his range, over half of his range, and now all he's got left is a little bit of range and some T1 siege. Nothing too big. Guess what, guys? We're gonna send another range march. It's gonna come in 178,094 red deads, and this guy is now zeroed. Capture enemy leader. This guy has now just been douched on. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I love the comments. Keep them up, please. I'd love the support. I thank you all for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.